NBC Tonight.
Two little girls have been kidnapped, and they want $200K, or these children are dead.
Where are the kids? Where?
Bring these girls home safe.
Chicago PD, new January 8th on NBC and Peacock.
Amanda, hey, it's me. It's Creasy.
He interrupted a robbery in progress. He is being held hostage.
I need you to tell me that he's okay. Lynn!
NBC4 News at 11.
Now at 11, snowed-in roads, downed trees, and power lines. A massive bomb cyclone slamming the West Coast. What we're tracking closer to home. Plus,
I'm Tracy Leong in Highland Park, where new safety measures have been added nearly 1 year after a deadly hit and run. Why some neighbors say they've been demanding these for more than a year.
also,
A warning for holiday shoppers, scammers targeting gift cards. One victim left with nothing to give. We'll have more on how you can protect yourself.
and tracking your lost luggage. What happens if the airline won't help you? But we begin tonight with that triple threat to our north. Powerful winds, flooding, lots of snow as an atmospheric river combines with a rare bomb cyclone. Parts of Washington, Oregon, and Northern California in the path of this storm, dealing with the strongest storm of the season for several days. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams. It is a slow-moving going up north for those headed up to the Sierra Nevada mountains. This right here, this is I-80. That is the road that connects Sacramento to Reno. Some of the highest elevations there could see anywhere from 3 to 10 feet of snow over the next week. The storm is also expected to hit the Bay Area for several days. Wind gusts, downed trees, and flooded roads are making for difficult driving tonight. Creeks and rivers are moving quickly up towards Eureka and along the north coast. I-5 just reopened. This is just north of Redding. Snow and ice there had shut down lanes in both directions for most of the day. There were 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts overnight in Oregon and in Washington state. 2 people there were killed by downed trees, and more than 500,000 customers are still without power tonight. Here is a live look from our 4 cameras here in Southern California. Our meteorologist, Melissa McGee, is tracking this storm and what could be headed our way for the weekend and next week. Melissa.
And Colleen, we are tracking that bomb cyclone. We are tracking that atmospheric river. I do want to stress, once this moisture works its way into Southern California, it moves in a much, much weaker fashion. But let's talk about what's going on for our neighbors to the north. A massive storm system just sitting offshore. You could already see that rain, even that snow moving across areas in Washington and Oregon, moving down across areas in Northern California. It has been raining constantly across this region, and it will continue to pound this location until we get into the weekend and right through the weekend. Back here at home, we've got a bit of a different story. We get brushed with some moisture. So we'll talk about what we can expect for the rest of the week. On your Thursday, it's another dry, mild day. On Friday, temperatures will be a touch cooler. Clouds arrive Friday night. Showers are possible on and off on Saturday, but we're tracking light to moderate at times rain as we get into our Sunday, now carried over into Monday. So we'll talk about that timeline coming up with your First Alert forecast. Colleen, back over to you.
All right, Melissa, thank you. A new safety measure has been added in streets in Highland Park after homeowners raised concerns there. They complained about drivers being reckless in the area, especially after a neighbor was hit and killed in a hit-and-run crash. Last year, that's when that happened. NBC4's Tracy Leong live in the Highland Park area where speed bumps were recently installed. Tracy.
Yeah, Colleen, they were installed last month, and people who live along this street, they say they've noticed that drivers are slowing down, something they've been demanding for years now.
Speed humps installed on Aldama Street from York Boulevard to Avenue 54 in Highland Park are forcing people to reduce their speed as they drive through the residential area.
I am so happy. Really, I can see the difference. Pause, you went to a nice time. Before was too strong noises, the motorcycle. Now I am so happy they put that stuff in there.
Jorge Moran, along with his neighbor,